that was sidelined because of health issues, and when you're on the sideline, you miss the game of basketball and you appreciate it more. That's what we're seeing right now, that joy out of Wemby, along with his work ethic and his desire to want to be better and be great. Has guard skills, playing inside out, and he is showing that right now on both sides of the floor.
When you have a player who can do this, that's when you know the NBA is in trouble.
Previous years when they went 22 and 60.
It's not even that Wemby can put back dunks. It's the fact that he's gotten stronger to the point where he can move his defender totally out the way to grab the rebound, and then with his 7'4" height, he barely has to get off the ground to slam this one back home. Now take that and pair it with a young rookie guard who already has the skill and vision to look up the floor when his big man is running the floor, and that's when you get this alley-oop connection on the fast break. Yeah, drafting Harper was a huge plus for this team, as he's already shown he's able to handle pressure by not panicking when he's surrounded by multiple defenders after picking up his dribble, as instead, he scouts the floor for a possible opening, and when he notices Siakam deep in the paint waiting for anyone to cut, this is where the corner man now becomes wide open, so Harper sends it right over to Castle for the tray ball. In the same way Dillon handled pressure on the possession, we get to see it from Wemby as well, and it's crazy that at his height, he has the handle to be able to go behind the back to evade the double, and even if he loses it slightly, it's not even noticeable due to his long arms, and now he can whip it right over the top of Bam's head to the corner for Champagnie to knock it down. Now to shift it over back to Harper, it's great to see that he can use his speed to get downhill with ease, as right here, he has the lob over the top if he wanted to, and I mean hey, just imagine that's Wemby. That'll make things much easier most of the time. But as we roll the clip, you're going to see that Harper can get multiple defenders to commit to him on this drive, and instead of forcing up a terrible attempt, he already knows where he wants to go next, and that's the opposite corner for the money ball. This passing of Harper is going to be huge for the Spurs as he develops, because we've already seen that even if 1, 2, 3 defenders decide to try and block off his drive to the basket, he can locate his man over the top of all of them to set up an effortless 2 points inside. And with him being a lefty, it's great to see that he can come off going right at the same speed as he does left, and instead of taking the time to gather the ball with both hands, Harper is able to 1, locate his man early to know his next move, and then 2, he directly lobs it off the bounce with the right hand to connect on the alley-oop. Not only is his passing something that will immediately translate, but his IQ is solid as well, such as here when he passes the ball to then run off a screen. Most guys will sprint hard to the paint to receive the pass, but this here is something all defenders can predict and possibly get ahead to stop. So instead, Harper asks if he's going to set a pin down screen for the corner man to come up, and this here is all the hesitation he needed from the defender for him to now slice to the basket to grab 2 points. To connect on a point we made earlier, Harper's speed is much greater than some would suggest. And just like his solid vision when it comes to passing, Dillon can spot his opening on the floor to exploit the defense, so when he comes off the screen here, you're going to see Isaiah Jackson get out far on the outside to be ready for a drive if Harper was to attack right, but the thing is, Dillon is already a step ahead of him, targeting this attack down the middle, and now he's able to burst right through the gap in the defense to soar into the lane to kiss this off the glass. Usually when guards come into the league, they don't understand how do you change the pace to their advantage, but Harper is quite different. He splits the defense here with a burst of speed to get all the way to the basket for the tough right-handed layup, and although this play here is going to end in a goaltend, Dillon's able to launch out the catch to body into Mathurin, stay strong, and get this off the glass before it eventually gets goaltended. This ability to get downhill while using either hand is going to get him countless looks on the floor, as defenders will have a tough time staying in front of him, and even if they are to cut him off when he starts his attack, he can use that slight bump to knock them off, and here comes the step back for straight cash. Now look, I know it's just preseason, but most rookies don't look this promising. But hey, if we switch it over to someone who's been in the league and continues to show promise, well that's Victor Wembanyama. The thing with Wemby is that if you try and attack the lane and go up lazy, he'll make sure to show you that this will never be able to fly.
Defense for 3. Wembanyama comes out of nowhere.
And if you fail to put a body on him off the pick and roll, well you might as well put 2 points on the board.
Wow, Wembanyama with a reverse tomahawk dunk.
And for someone to be 7'4", 1, they shouldn't even be bringing the ball up, and 2, they shouldn't have the confidence to rise up from deep for pure butter. Now when I say shouldn't, I'm really implying that it's just something we've never seen before. Like you tell me, how many times do we see a guy his size serve a pump fake that does get his man off his feet, then proceed to throw in a jab to then attack the other way in a quickness, and once hitting the paint, he has no problem initiating the contact to then float this in over the top of the defender like it's nothing. Yeah, you're not seeing that often, and to mix it up, this time after the pump fake, Wemby attacks straight into a post shimmy himmy, only to then use another pump fake into a step through to go score off the glass. Like it's one thing to have a height advantage over everyone, but what if I told you on this action right here, Wemby is going to end up laying the ball up with no more dribbles added? And trust me, I'm not lying to you, as when we roll the film, you're gonna see Wemby get Jackson on that trampoline with the pump fake, and then with his extra long legs, he's able to step through all the way to the basket to lay this off the window. At times when I watch Wemby, I'm just reminded that he's a cheat code, and then when I see him use his strength to bully into a defender, stay balanced, and then go score, this is when you know this season will be a problem for defenders. The thing is, if you're not directly in front of him when he's in pursuit to the basket, you practically stand no chance at stopping him.
Does he know Wembanyama got the dunk off in time?
And boy, oh boy, if you try and sit back and meet him at the rim, instead of coming up the floor to connect with him, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what ends up happening.
I'm not even sure he was aware Victor was there.
Victor got him right back.
Even if it's not a bucket in close, and you are to be right in front of him when he makes his move, the height of his release point is so high that you can't even bother his shot when he puts it up. You'll see times where defenders play very solid defense, staying attached to him completely, but all it takes is Wemby being able to get into his gather for the jumper, and the rest is history. All of this right here is rare to see from a player his size, and I want you to look at where Wemby catches the ball on this post up. As you can see, he's about a foot away from the block. And yes, drop steps are common, but look at the ground Wemby covers on this drop step here. And remember, he caught the ball further away from the block and still managed to slam this home with no issue. I don't know if you've seen it before, but I haven't seen too many bigs be able to spin out the post from far out and convert buckets so easily due to their height. And even if it's not a post action, I'm not sure who's getting up to grab these boards over him, as he looks like a giant amongst every other player on the court, which leads to an easy conversion at the front of the rim.
No, Wembanyama right there.
In this preseason, Wemby has shown us a different level to his bag that will make him unstoppable. When facing up against Nurkic, he used the rip through into a spin off to then float this up and in.
Spin cycle, got it.
And with his improved three-point shooting, he has defenders now fully leaping at him in hopes of messing up his shot, but all they did was give up a wide open money ball. Furthermore, Wemby will continue to dominate defensively and probably be even better than he was last year. As the offense, you may get away with a pass that he could have stolen, and you may even get lucky grabbing your own board, but you won't get too many chances until Wemby steps in to erase the play.
Missed it, and the second time blocked by Wembanyama.
And the craziest part about all of this is that it's just preseason, so we're only scratching the surface of what this team will look like when things start to really click. You've got Wemby looking like a 2K glitch in real life, as he's stronger, smarter, and more confident, and now you're adding in a rookie guard in Harper who already sees the game like a veteran. The chemistry's building, the confidence is rising, and the rest of the league might not be ready for what's to come in the next coming years. Because if this is what they look like in October, what could they be at the end of the season and in the near future? The question is, are we looking at the start of something historic? If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you're first to know when I upload. I thank you all for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.